Homo sapiens, or modern humans, are believed to have originated in Africa. The emergence of Homo sapiens in Africa dates back approximately 300 years. The origin of Homo sapiens marks the beginning of human history. Scientific evidence suggests Africa as the cradle of modern humanity. The evolutionary journey of Homo sapiens began in the African continent. Early humans survived as hunter-gatherers. Hunter-gatherers obtained food by hunting wild animals. Hunter-gatherers also gathered edible plants for sustenance. The hunter-gatherer lifestyle depended on the availability of natural resources. Hunter-gatherer societies were characterized by a nomadic lifestyle. Nomadic groups moved frequently in response to the availability of animal herds. Seasonal vegetation growth also dictated movement patterns for hunter-gatherer societies. The pursuit of resources was the primary driver of nomadic behavior. Mobility allowed hunter-gatherers to exploit diverse ecological niches. Nomadism ensured access to sustenance and survival in fluctuating environments. Over vast stretches of time, human populations migrated from Africa. These migrations led to the global dispersion of human groups across various continents. Environmental adaptation influenced the development of distinct human characteristics in different regions. Migration patterns were influenced by factors such as climate change, resource availability, and geographic barriers. Technological advancements, such as toolmaking and agriculture, facilitated further migration and settlement. The process of continental migration shaped the genetic and cultural diversity of modern human populations. During the Ice Age, human populations expanded into new territories. The Ice Age facilitated human expansion into Europe and Asia. Human migration extended to Australia during the Ice Age period. The Americas were also populated by humans during the Ice Age. Approximately 12,000 years ago, humans inhabited every continent except Antarctica. Human habitation across diverse continents demonstrates adaptability to varying environments. Resilience is a key factor in the successful global spread of human populations. The ability to adapt and thrive in diverse conditions facilitated human expansion across the globe. Global human settlement reflects a combination of environmental adaptation and cultural resilience. Prehistory, the era preceding farming and writing, is defined by the Stone Age. The Stone Age is characterized by the prevalent use of stone tools for various purposes. Stone tools represent a fundamental stage in human technological development. The use of stone tools marks a significant period in human history before the advent of agriculture and written language. Early humans began developing simple stone tools over 2 million years ago. Over time, these tools gradually increased in complexity and effectiveness. The progression of stone tool development demonstrates early human innovation. Improved stone tools provided early humans with better hunting and survival capabilities. The development of stone tools marks a significant milestone in human technological advancement. The gradual refinement of stone tools illustrates the iterative nature of technological progress. The discovery of fire was a pivotal advancement for early human survival. Fire provided warmth, enabling survival in colder climates and extending activity into the night. Fire offered light, pushing back the darkness and providing safety from nocturnal predators. Cooking food with fire made it safer to eat and easier to digest, improving nutrition. Cooked food provided more calories, supporting larger brains and more complex social structures. Control of fire led to significant advancements in toolmaking and other technologies. Fire enabled early humans to cook food, enhancing its safety and digestibility. Cooking food with fire contributed to improved health and nutrition in early human populations. The application of fire to food preparation provided early humans with significant survival advantages. Digestibility improvements from cooked food allowed for more efficient nutrient absorption. During the Stone Age, humans lived in small, cooperative groups or tribes. Tribal cooperation was essential for survival in the Stone Age. Mutual support within Stone Age tribes ensured the well-being of all members. Stone Age tribes relied on shared knowledge and skills for their collective success. Stone Age humans constructed shelters using locally available materials. Wood served as a primary building material for creating structural frameworks. Animal skins provided insulation and protection from the elements. Natural caves were utilized as readily available, protective shelters. Animal hides were used to create clothing that provided protection from environmental elements. Clothing made from animal hides enabled humans to inhabit diverse climates. The protective qualities of animal hide clothing facilitated human migration and settlement across different regions. Animal hide clothing provided insulation against cold temperatures and protection from the sun's rays. The durability and adaptability of animal hides made them a valuable resource for early human societies. Cave paintings represent early forms of cultural expression. These paintings served as a medium for religious expression. Cave paintings showcase early human creativity. The paintings demonstrate early human symbolic thinking. Cave carvings also served as a form of cultural expression. Both paintings and carvings reflect early human attempts to communicate and record their world. Early human language development facilitated intragroup communication. Language enabled cooperation among early humans by allowing coordinated actions. Knowledge sharing was enhanced through language, accelerating cultural and technological progress. The development of language was crucial for the survival and advancement of early human societies. Oral traditions served as a primary method for transmitting knowledge and cultural heritage across generations. Spoken stories were a key component of oral traditions, preserving history, values, and beliefs. The transmission of oral traditions relied on memory, repetition, and performance. Oral traditions fostered a strong sense of community and shared identity. The absence of written records made oral traditions vulnerable to alteration and loss over time. Around 1000 BCE, the Neolithic Revolution initiated a fundamental shift in human civilization. The Neolithic Revolution is characterized by the advent of farming practices. Farming enabled settled communities and a more reliable food supply. The transition to agriculture marked a significant turning point in human history. The development of agriculture allowed for the rise of civilizations. The conclusion of the Ice Age resulted in a warmer global climate. Increased temperatures created conditions more suitable for plant growth. A warmer climate facilitated the development and expansion of agriculture. The shift to agriculture provided a more reliable food source, supporting larger populations. In West Asia, early humans transitioned from hunting and gathering to agriculture. The shift involved planting seeds of wild grains, marking a significant step in crop cultivation. Simultaneously, the domestication of animals provided new resources and labor for early agricultural societies. Farming led to more settled lifestyles and the development of early villages. Agriculture provided a more reliable food source compared to hunting and gathering. This agricultural revolution laid the foundation for the development of civilization in West Asia. Animal domestication, such as goats and dogs, began around 9500 BCE. Domestication provided new resources, including meat, milk, and hides for human communities. Domesticated animals offered support through labor, such as guarding and herding. The domestication of animals significantly altered human lifestyles and settlement patterns. Early animal domestication laid the foundation for advancements in agriculture and civilization. Around 9500 BCE, the earliest settled farming communities began to appear. The emergence of these communities indicates a more reliable and stable food supply. Permanent settlements were a direct result of this stable food supply. The shift to agriculture marked a significant turning point in human history. Farming enabled the cultivation of food crops. Wheat cultivation was a key agricultural practice. Barley was another significant crop grown by early farmers. Rice cultivation became a staple in many regions. Corn cultivation provided a substantial food source. Raising animals such as sheep provided farmers with a source of meat. Cows were raised to produce milk, a valuable source of nutrition and dairy products. Chickens provided eggs, an easily accessible and versatile food source. Animal husbandry diversified farmers' food sources, enhancing food security. Raising livestock provided farmers with a variety of resources beyond just food. Animal farming created a more sustainable and resilient agricultural system. Farming allowed humans to transition from nomadic lifestyles to permanent settlements. Permanent settlements emerged as a direct consequence of reliable food sources provided by agriculture. The stability of agriculture eliminated the need for constant migration in search of sustenance. Agriculture provided a consistent food supply, enabling the development of stable communities. The shift to permanent settlements marked a fundamental change in human societal structure and development. Families constructed houses near their fields. The proximity of houses to fields facilitated easy access for agricultural work. The clustering of houses formed villages, fostering a sense of community. Villages enabled the sharing of resources and collaborative efforts among families. Shared resources and community bonds enhanced the resilience and sustainability of early settlements. Farming practices resulted in increased food production. Increased food production supported a larger population. Larger populations allowed communities to grow in size. Stable food supplies enabled specialization and societal development. Population growth and community expansion led to more complex social structures. The advent of farming reduced the necessity for universal food production. Reduced reliance on agriculture facilitated the emergence of specialized skills and trades. Job specialization led to the development of new crafts and industries beyond basic survival. Specialization fostered innovation and increased efficiency in various sectors. The diversification of labor contributed to the overall advancement of society. Specialized toolmakers emerged, focusing on the creation of implements. These tools were essential for farming, enabling more efficient cultivation practices. Toolmaking also supported other tasks, broadly enhancing overall productivity. Improved tools led to greater efficiency in resource utilization. The development of specialized tools increased the output of various activities. Toolmakers played a crucial role in advancing early technological capabilities. Specialized construction focuses on building houses and infrastructure to meet population and community demands. Building construction supports community growth by providing essential residential and public service structures. Infrastructure development includes roads, bridges, and utility systems to support residential and commercial construction. Effective building construction requires specialized skills and advanced technologies to ensure structural integrity and safety. Sustainable building practices aim to minimize environmental impact and maximize resource efficiency in construction projects. Pottery production enabled the creation of containers for storing food and water. These containers facilitated better resource management by preventing spoilage and waste. Pottery containers improved transportation of essential resources over longer distances. The advent of pottery contributed significantly to improved storage and preservation techniques. Farming villages evolved into the first towns. Towns became centers of trade. Towns served as cultural hubs. Towns fostered social interaction. The expansion of villages into towns facilitated economic and social development. As societies expanded and became more sedentary, increased complexity necessitated new organizational and management systems. Larger, settled populations required advanced systems for resource allocation and conflict resolution. The development of complex societies led to the emergence of specialized roles and hierarchical structures. Effective management and organization were crucial for the stability and prosperity of complex societies. Tracking stored food was essential for fair distribution and preventing shortages. The need to manage food supplies led to the development of early accounting systems. Early accounting systems ensured resources were allocated effectively and transparently. Effective food storage management was a key factor in societal stability and growth. Tracking traded goods became essential for managing economic exchanges. Tracking systems ensured fair transactions within the community. Effective tracking enabled better resource allocation and economic planning. The evolution of tracking methods improved trade efficiency and accountability. Tracking seasonal cycles was essential for agricultural planning. Understanding seasonal changes allowed for optimized planting schedules. Harvesting times were determined by observing seasonal indicators. predicting seasonal patterns ensured a stable and reliable food supply. Detailed records of seasonal events were crucial for future planning. Seasonal cycle monitoring was integral to societal stability and growth. Early accounting systems emerged from the need to manage resources and track transactions. These systems utilized tokens or symbols to represent and quantify different assets. The use of tokens allowed for a standardized method of recording and verifying economic activities. These early methods laid the foundation for modern accounting practices. Standardized tokens and symbols enabled efficient tracking of resources. The earliest form of writing emerged around 3000 BCE. The invention of writing represents a pivotal moment in human history. Writing enabled the preservation and transmission of knowledge across generations. Early writing systems facilitated complex communication and record-keeping. Mesopotamia, located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, was the site of early writing system development. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers provided essential resources for the rise of Mesopotamian civilization. Early writing systems in Mesopotamia were crucial for record-keeping and communication. The development of writing in Mesopotamia marked a significant advancement in human history. Mesopotamian writing systems facilitated the organization of complex societies and economies. The fertile land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers supported agricultural practices that led to societal development. Cuneiform is recognized as one of the earliest known systems of writing. This writing system involved pressing symbols into clay tablets. The use of clay tablets allowed for the creation of durable and lasting records. Cuneiform script was used to record a variety of information, from historical accounts to daily transactions. The wedge-shaped marks were made using a stylus, typically crafted from reeds. Once inscribed, the clay tablets were often dried in the sun or baked in a kiln to harden them. The advent of writing enabled the codification of laws, establishing a framework for social order. Written laws provided a structured system for justice within communities. Recording laws allowed for consistent application and reduced arbitrary decisions. The ability to record laws facilitated the development of complex legal systems. Written laws provided a reference point for resolving disputes and ensuring accountability. Written documentation ensures clarity and accountability in business transactions. Documenting business deals provides a verifiable record of agreements and obligations. Formal documentation serves as a reference point for dispute resolution and legal enforcement. Clear and comprehensive documentation minimizes misunderstandings and potential conflicts between parties. Stories were documented in written form, ensuring their preservation. Written records served to preserve cultural heritage for future generations. Documenting stories allowed the transmission of knowledge across time. Preserving stories in written form ensures their accessibility and longevity. The invention of writing marks the transition from prehistory to history. Writing enabled the recording and preservation of events, fostering collective memory. With writing, societies could document laws, traditions, and achievements for future generations. The advent of writing facilitated the development of complex civilizations and structured societies. Writing enabled the accumulation of knowledge across generations. Written records facilitated the transmission of knowledge across geographical boundaries. The ability to record information accelerated cultural development. Writing's impact on knowledge management sped up technological advancement. Written records facilitate the development of complex cultures. Shared values are preserved over time through written documentation. Beliefs are transmitted across generations through written narratives and teachings. Traditions are maintained and reinforced through written accounts and historical records. Complex cultures rely on written records to maintain continuity and coherence. Writing enabled the documentation and dissemination of knowledge, accelerating technological progress. Detailed written records allowed for the refinement and improvement of tools and techniques over time. The ability to share knowledge through writing facilitated collaborative advancements across different fields. Documented knowledge ensures the preservation and transmission of technological advancements to future generations. Standardized written protocols and methodologies improved the efficiency and reliability of technological processes. Writing enabled the codification of laws, providing a standardized reference for societal governance. The advent of writing facilitated efficient resource management through detailed record keeping. Writing allowed for communication across distances, fostering broader societal cohesion and administrative reach. Organized societies benefited from writing's ability to preserve and transmit knowledge across generations. By standardizing information, writing reduced ambiguity and enhanced the efficiency of social and economic systems. Written contracts and records facilitated trade by providing a standardized and enforceable framework. Investment was supported through written agreements that outlined terms, responsibilities, and potential returns. Financial transactions benefited from the clarity and security offered by documented agreements. Clear documentation reduced ambiguity and risk in economic activities. The enforceability of written contracts fostered trust and confidence in economic systems. The advent of writing systems facilitated the development of structured political systems. Written laws provided a standardized framework for governance and social order. Administrative records enabled efficient management of resources and populations. Diplomatic communications fostered interstate relations and conflict resolution. Writing allowed for the codification and dissemination of political ideologies. The permanence of written records ensured accountability and historical continuity in political affairs. Farming practices contributed to the establishment of settled communities. Settled communities fostered the development of complex social structures. Writing systems enabled the recording and transmission of knowledge, facilitating societal advancement. The combination of farming, settled communities, and writing led to the emergence of civilizations. Civilizations are characterized by complex social structures. Civilizations are also defined by complex economic and political systems.